Hi, this is Thea Tan and welcome to Live Awake. Today I will discuss why I think the United States and China may not go to war, despite some predictions that the United States will eventually attack China and drag the Philippines in the process. Although I am not a geopolitical expert and I do not have access to classified information, there are some reasons that point to the United States and China not going to war based on current geopolitical and economic factors. The first reason is economic interdependence. The United States and China are deeply intertwined economically, with billions of dollars in trade and investment flowing between the two countries. The United States and China have significant trade ties, with China being the largest goods trading partner of the United States. The US and China have significant investment ties as well. Many US companies have established operations in China, and China has invested heavily in the US in recent years. Chinese companies have invested in US industries such as technology, real estate, and entertainment. China is also a major manufacturer of consumer goods, and many products sold in the US are made in China. Many US consumers also rely on affordable Chinese-made goods to meet their needs. The United States and China are deeply interconnected in financial markets as well. China holds a significant amount of US debt, and US financial institutions invest in China's stock and bonds markets. The US and China are part of a complex web of global supply chains, with many US companies relying on Chinese suppliers for parts and components in their products. Any disruption to these supply chains could have a significant impact on both countries. The second reason why the United States and China may not go to war is both have significant global responsibilities and leadership roles. Going to war would jeopardize their ability to fulfill these responsibilities and could harm their reputation on the world stage. The third reason why US and China may not go to war is both countries are nuclear superpowers. Both possess large arsenals of nuclear weapons, which create a situation of nuclear deterrence. In this scenario, the threat of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, creates a strong disincentive for either country to initiate war. Essentially, the knowledge that a war could result in a catastrophic nuclear exchange that would cause widespread devastation and loss of life acts as a powerful deterrent, making the use of nuclear weapons unviable. Therefore, both the US and China have an interest in maintaining a balance of power, avoiding any escalation of conflicts, and resolving disputes through diplomacy and negotiation rather than through military force. This is why nuclear deterrence has played a significant role in preventing a military confrontation between the United States and China. The fourth reason is both countries are members of the United Nations. And as members of the United Nations, both the US and China are bound by the principles and values of the UN Charter. The UN Charter emphasizes the peaceful settlement of disputes and the promotion of international cooperation. This commitment to peaceful resolution of conflicts through dialogue and negotiation provides a strong incentive for the US and China to avoid military conflict. Number 4 is diplomacy. Diplomatic channels are open between the United States and China, and both countries have a history of engaging in negotiations and dialogues to resolve issues of mutual concern. Some of these issues are related to trade, human rights, and security. Diplomacy provides a framework for constructive engagement and can help build trust between the United States and China. These channels can also be used to prevent military conflict. The fifth reason why the United States and China may not go to war is that public opinion plays a crucial role in shaping the decisions of their political leaders, and we are talking about the presidents, particularly in democracies like the United States. In the case of the US and China, public opinion can act as a powerful constraint on the actions of their political leaders who may be considering military action. A war between the US and China would have severe and far-reaching consequences, including the loss of lives, economic disruption, and potential damage to the global order. As a result, both the American and Chinese publics have a vested interest in avoiding military conflict and preserving peace. The potential backlash from Chinese and American citizens, as well as the international community, would make it difficult for the leaders to justify a decision to go to war. Therefore, public opinion can serve as a powerful deterrent against a military conflict, and these will encourage the leaders to seek peaceful and diplomatic solutions to resolve their differences. Number 6 reason is military balance. The United States and China are both powerful military forces, and a war between the two countries would likely be prolonged and costly. Neither side would likely emerge as a clear winner, and the prospect of a prolonged war is a powerful incentive to avoid conflict. The 7th reason is their geographical locations. The United States and China are separated by thousands of miles of ocean, which provides a natural barrier that makes it difficult for either side to launch an invasion or launch sustained military operations. The 8th reason why the United States and China may not go to war is strategic restraint. Both the United States and China have shown a degree of strategic restraint in their military actions, particularly in the use of force in international conflicts. This suggests that both sides are capable of avoiding military conflict when it is not in their strategic interest. Lastly, both the United States and China have mutual respect. Despite their differences, the United States and China have a long history of mutual respect for each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity. This suggests that they are capable of resolving disputes through peaceful means rather than resorting to military conflict.